There we go, engine outer intake shutdown. Big notice the 4 engines. Back up.
Good morning. On your screen is a live view of Posideon Heavy, awaiting its second ever flight test from KSC LC-39A at the Kerbal Space Center. I'm one of your hosts, ATS-33, and thank you for tuning in to today's webcast. The team at Space Systems are proud to be ready for another test flight of Posideon Heavy. It's been many days in the making, and we are glad to be back here again. Currently, we're at T-minus 7 minutes 30 seconds in counting to the launch of Posideon Heavy. Over to you, Blue.
Yeah, so well, let me just see this screen real quick. So we have the Poseidon Heavy rocket clearly on the pad. It's just been sitting there ready for today's test flight, for our second actually test flight. And then that way we can actually get it to head to orbit, because in the last stream, in the last test flight of Poseidon Heavy, things went a bit wrong, let's say. We had some engine issues with the core stage and the side boosters, but luckily, other than that, the vehicle managed to separate, making all the parts separate successfully. But the second stage kind of crashed into the ground along with the side boosters and the core stage, and that was clearly mistaken. So at Space Systems, we learn from mistakes and make the second flight test a lot more better for testing commercial payloads in the near future. Over to you at OTS 33.
Thank you. Thank you, Blue. Currently, we have begun loading fuel into all of the stages of the Posideon Heavy rocket. This will wrap at about T-minus 3 minutes, and then after that, we'll light up all of the engines, hopefully, and lift off on time at about 7 PM Australian Central Standard Time. Back over to you, Blue.
Yeah, so in this mission today, we are aiming to head towards orbit for a orbit to around Kerbin in general, like just a small orbit, a little orbit around it, and we'll be deploying basically a little test payload or something inside. It's a little surprise. And we got some good views of the fairings right there, the fairing halves, which is to protect the vehicle from violent aero forces through max Q or maximum aerodynamic pressure. And you can see those burn marks on the rocket, which just means these boosters have flown back towards Kerbin for a recovery. Over to you at the S-33.
Thank you, Blue. So, as you can see here, you see that the two side cores have flown multiple times, while the first core has not, because it had no scorch marks. That is because we can interchange the stage. We can interchange the interstage. These are actually old Poseidon 9 boosters, so we have swapped them over to Poseidon Heavies for today's flight test. However, the center core has extra reinforcements, so that cannot be reused from Posideon 9. So we have to make a brand new one if we don't end up reusing this one, which we won't. However, the two side cores will get reused for some FMRS trickery. They'll land one after each other. Hopefully, if all goes well. Thank you for listening. Back over to you, Blue.
Yes, so the booster, the first stage core booster, which is, by the way, it will be expendable, so we'll be basically ditching that
Tomorrow's
booster
5 minutes.
after separating. So once the booster has separated, it will gradually fall into Kerbin's atmosphere and will likely burn up. If not, it will have a hard splash landing in the oceans near the Kerbal Space Center pads. And when we land the boosters, we'll be attempting to land them on land or on the pads if all goes well. If not, we would redirect them into the ocean for a nice swim. Actually, yeah, we can have a little swim. So we will so in this mission today, we'll be hopefully recovering both booster sides, sorry, and then hopefully getting our payload towards orbit and to space. Over to you, all things Space 33.
Thank you. Just back over to you, Blue. I'm faffing around with stuff right now, trying to get stuff to work.
Oh, good.
Alright.
Yeah, this is just a test stream, isn't it?
That's the whole point of this.
Yeah, okay. So I'm just testing out my very epic launch commentary skills here.
Nice. Alright.
So yeah, it's actually getting pretty good actually.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting pretty good too.
So am I. Yeah, so yeah. Hopefully no one else is watching this stream, otherwise it'd be very embarrassing for both you and I.
Alright. I'm trying to work out how to get the what's it called? The overlay working. So I don't
Oh
need
yeah, I was gonna
to
say the what's it called?
tap into it as
What's it called?
much. So then I can still talk to you on Discord and stuff without having to worry about it
Yeah.
switching off, which is annoying. Worst case, I'll just
Yeah.
put an image of Poseidon Heavy on the background.
And it's for like the Qantas airline music.
Yeah.
Which is like like that one scene from
Yeah.
Deadpool vs Wolverine, like fighting. It's just like jazz music casually playing. That'd been very funny.
I guess I just have to do another game capture.
Yeah. Are you on OBS again, by the way?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Okay.
trying to work out how to get the
and then after this, after the actual flight, we have the Q&A.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah. I'll just demonstrate how I normally do mission, which involves a lot of Twitter scheduling shenanigans.
Nice.
Just makes it easier so I don't need to live tweet it, which is a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
I can fly the mission normally, and
Oh,
then
oh yeah, sorry. Just realized the audio for both you and I actually works, which is great.
yep, I know.
Just looking by.
That was the whole point of
Yeah,
this.
okay.
Alright, I might end the stream now and just faff around with it some more.
Yeah.